Did you take any personal finance classes in college? Did they help you at all? Did you only take the courses that were mandatory for you to graduate? Or did you learn about different things that could be useful for the future, like credit, investing, and money management? For most people, these types of classes are useless, just like calculus. After attending many educational conferences and lectures, I can honestly say that I am very disappointed about how little information was included in my college education. The world tells us to go get educated, get a job, and all will be well. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. The education system has failed us, unemployment is soaring, and the job market is becoming increasingly competitive. To succeed in this world, you need to know a lot more about money than what schools will ever be able to teach you. Personal finance is the backbone of success stories and helps pave the way for people to live their dreams. To help you avoid some of the frustrations that come with learning from mistakes, our experts have identified 8 rules that everyone should follow to stay financially ahead. Here are 8 personal finance rules that most people don't learn in school. They can help you manage your finances better. But before I show you these 8 rules, please make sure you watch this video until the end. And do not skip any part so that you don't miss out on those 8 rules that could potentially change your life. Also, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Number 1. Save money. In school, they'll teach you to have at least 10% of your income saved. But it's a common misconception that this is enough to retire on. The truth is, it'll only be enough for some people earning millions annually. For most of us with a regular paycheck, 25 to 40% will be a decent personal saving percentage to save for retirement. You could save more money if you change your mindset and start thinking of it as a long-term investment. A good way to start is by trimming down unnecessary expenses, like buying that cup of coffee daily. Instead, opt for a coffee machine and put the money you would have spent on your morning caffeine fix into a savings account with better interest. Number 2. The fundamentals of budgeting. Planning for financial security and budgeting is often overlooked in school, but it shouldn't be. Learning about budgeting and managing your money is a really important part of life, and not knowing this stuff could put you at a disadvantage. Without knowledge of money management and setting priorities between needs and wants, it can be easy to go through life in hardship one after the other. All people need to know how to manage their finances. People often make the mistake of not having enough left over for things like groceries and savings. However, if you can stay organized and plan ahead, your budget should be working towards these things instead. Tactical budgeting can help you reflect on your budget for the longer term. It involves setting budgets and planning for a certain period of time. For example, you can plan ahead and create a budget ahead of time based on your monthly expenses to have an idea of what costs exist and what amount will be needed over the next 6 months. You can use the budgeting plan that you create to set money aside for different accounts to stop yourself from going over. You can refer back to the list every now and then in case you stray from your plan. Number 3. Purchasing your very first home. For many people, buying their dream home is a major consideration. One such thing to consider is saving up for a down payment. You have to save around 20% of the value of the home for this requirement. And if you fail, you'll be required to pay private mortgage insurance, which might ding your account. What you won't learn in school is that while bigger mortgage payments may be difficult, the financial trade-off between paying more money now and saving up for a 20% deposit may be justified. The economic indicators in the United States over the past decade don't paint a pretty picture. We've seen a significant increase in appreciating rates of homes while wages have remained stagnant, and so it's unrealistic to try to save up 20% of the value of your home. The rule is if you can pay off the money in the next few years, it's worth it. But if not, find an alternative. As prices go up, it becomes difficult to purchase a home when you don't have enough for a down payment. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video, which I put a lot of time and energy into, I would really appreciate it if you guys tap the like button and make sure you subscribe with notification on. And if we get 2,000 likes on this video, I'll drop a brand new video next week about the same topic. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 4. Funds for emergencies. Most people never hear about emergency funds in school, but it's something of which you should be aware. Recent stats show as much as 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency. If you lost your job today, will you have enough money to cover your costs? It's always important to prepare. It could happen to anyone. We recommend having 6 months' worth of expenses saved up. If you can do more, that's the best. Number 5. Compound interest effect. One of the best-kept secrets of personal finance is how powerful compound interest is. When it comes to investing, the one thing that anyone younger has in their favor compared to everyone else is time. They may not achieve their financial goals as fast as other people, but they have a huge advantage in achieving them as soon as possible. The key to investing is utilizing the power of compound interest. If you invest a small amount of money in a high-interest account periodically, you'll end up creating a fortune. This will grow immensely when reinvested again and again in order to keep the growth cycle going. I want to show you how important compound interest is by showing you an example. Let's say that somebody gave you 2 options, such as either getting $100,000 right now or a penny that doubles up in value every other day. The first choice is tempting but not as rewarding. If you do the math, the second choice will give you almost a whopping $10 million within 30 days. If that isn't enough to convince you to start using this incredible way of growing your wealth, then I don't know what will be. Number 6. Credit secrets. Most young people, especially in their early 20s, end up maxing out their credit cards and live to regret it. That's how they end up with a debt that can take years to pay off. And the worst part is that there is a high level of interest rates for the credit card. It's not uncommon for young adults to have to repay big chunks of money, resulting in a life full of debt, involving huge chunks of interest rates and late payments. One thing that most people don't know is the importance of good credit. However, when you pay attention to your credit history and make sure to practice keeping up a healthy score, many opportunities can open up for you in life. If schools did more to train people on this skill, then would make working in the real world so much easier. Here's what you need to know. One of the most critical aspects of your financial health is your credit score, and it can have a big impact on any loans, mortgages, or financial tools that you go for. Getting a good credit score benefits you in many ways. You might not think it makes that much of a difference, but it can lead to having a house, car, or other loans approved, and much more. The credit score system is a crucial part of how banks and other financial institutions work, and if you're not careful with it, then things can quickly spiral out of control. Here are some pointers on maintaining your credit and ensuring that you have a good score all the time. A. Get a credit card. The general consensus among people is that a credit card's not a good idea, but it actually plays an integral role in building your credit score. I'll give you an example. My friend Kevin was like some people and avoided getting one for most of his life. It's true that it doesn't sound like a big problem, but it is. When he applied for a mortgage and car loan, since his credit history was nil, it turned out that no one would approve him. His credit rating hadn't been established yet. When you get a credit card, your financial institution records all of your transactions along with any interest payments you have made. Depending on how impressive and efficient your payment history is, they will assign you a credit score to your name. Now, when you go to look for a loan, your credit score will determine the interest rate and the amount of loan you receive back. B. Always pay your debt on time. You can't get around it. If you have money due today, pay it right away. Now, if you're still watching this part of the video, please leave a comment down below to let me know that you're still watching. Share your opinions in the comment section. I would love to hear them. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 7. Insurance. Life insurance is a great way to protect the people who depend on you financially. It doesn't matter if it's an older parent, your spouse, or a child. They are all vulnerable to financial instability. In many cases, term insurance provides more affordable coverage rates and is often sufficient for your needs. However, if no one is financially dependent on you, it's a good idea to make sure you save on money in the policy. You must seek insurance for other aspects of your life, as well as other assets you own. For example, you should purchase coverage for your car, home, income assets, and health. Additionally, You can get umbrella insurance that covers different types of things and is cheaper if obtained from one insurer. Before selecting a company to insure with, make sure to compare rates and features so you can be satisfied. Number 8. Stay healthy. If you're uninsured, a visit to the emergency room for something like a cracked knee can cost thousands of dollars. What's more, if you're also struggling to make monthly payments on your premium, then what will happen when you end up in the emergency room? If you don't have medical cover, chances are you may end up borrowing money from other people to pay for your medical bills. This might not sound fair to them, is it? If this sounds like a concern for you and your family, get a medical cover ASAP. You might be wondering about this, but it's true. Your physical health can actually have a significant impact on your financial situation. This includes eating the right foods, maintaining a healthy weight, doing regular exercise, and staying away from alcohol and other addictive substances. You don't want to regret the way you treat your health, so make sure to take good care of it. Now, if you want to watch more videos like this, then you need to watch this video right here. This video is one of the best on this channel. You can click on this video to watch further.